In today's video, we'll be talking about my most addictive fragrances right now. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Hi, my name is Ayesha from simplyayesha.com. Here on YouTube, I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So as I said in today's video, I'll be sharing with you my most addictive fragrances right now. I do these videos typically every month. This particular time, it's been about 2 months since I've done one, but typically I do these every month. In these videos, I share with you 5 fragrances that I cannot get enough of. So basically what that means is either I can't stop wearing them, I can't stop thinking about wearing them, or I can't stop just sniffing them out of the bottle. The only caveat is that I try to go for fragrances that I've had for at least 1 month because, you know, it's human nature. If you get something new, you're gonna think about wearing it. You're gonna wanna wear it. You're gonna wanna smell it, even just to test it out, even if you're not in love with it. So I do try to make sure that the fragrances I share with you in these videos are at least 1 month old. So this particular month, I have more than 5 fragrances. And that's honestly because last time around, I didn't have enough fragrances to share with you all. And so I just skipped the video. So I do have some fragrances that I've kind of been using more than a month, or I've been addicted to for more than a month. So in this video, I actually have 6 fragrances to share with you all, plus 1 bonus. And we're gonna save the bonus for the end, and I'll let you know why it's kind of an honorable mention. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this month's fragrances. So this first fragrance is from Narciso Rodriguez, and this is Musk Noir Rose. So this fragrance is a musky fragrance, and it's a rose fragrance like the name would imply. The musk in here to me is the most prominent, and it's like this fluffy, clean musk. It does have a bit of a skin-like nature to it, but just very clean skin. It doesn't smell animalic. It doesn't smell sharp. It's just all very smooth, well-rounded. The rose in here is a very watery rose, in my opinion. It doesn't come off too floral. Like, you can tell it's rose, but it doesn't come off as a floral scent. To me, this is more of a musk scent with a little bit of watery rose to it. I find this to be very elegant and soft and pretty without being like too formal. So if you guys know my taste, you know I'm not a big floral lover. You may also know that a lot of the fragrances I tend to go for are more laid back, meaning I don't like formal, stuffy type fragrances. Not that I don't like those fragrances, but I just find them hard to wear. This was actually on my fragrance tray this past month, and I'm glad that I put it on there because I really got to know this fragrance more. This fragrance I've had for a while. I got it like when this was hyped like quite a few years ago. I got it after the hype died down, like when it came back in stock after being sold out for so long. And I liked it, but I can say I didn't use it that much. So I put it on my fragrance tray this past month, and I felt like I really got to know it. And I really enjoyed wearing it. It was such an easy reach for me. I also even sprayed my linens with this a couple times throughout the month, and I really enjoyed it that way as well. So this just gave me like that pretty but relaxed feeling, like girl next door type vibes. Very beautiful. I found myself wanting to reach for it when I didn't know what I wanted to wear. So again, that is Narciso Rodriguez Musk Noir Rose. The next fragrance is from Acro, and this is called Bake. So this fragrance is a gourmand fragrance, and it is basically a lemon gourmand. So the lemon in here is quite sharp, it's quite prominent, it's quite zesty, uplifting. I believe it's lemon rind, or at least it smells that way. But it is pretty intense, and I love that about it. I love a good lemon note. I know it's not for everybody, but to me, this doesn't smell like lemon cleaner, but it's definitely very lemon heavy when you first spray it. As this fragrance dries down, it does become sweeter. That vanilla starts coming out, and it kind of smells like a lemon bar. So it kind of gives this pastry vibe, not just straight vanilla lemon. It's more of vanilla pastry with lemon. It is beautiful. It is delicious. And I think because the lemon is so bright and sharp and sticks around the entire time, I think because of that, it has allowed me to be able to wear this year round. I never feel like it's too heavy, even in the dead of summer. Now, this was on my fragrance tray this past month, but even before I put it on my fragrance tray, I had been reaching for this and smelling it a lot and wearing it to bed. So I've really been enjoying this fragrance, and I can't get enough of it. It's almost gone, but I have really been loving it, and it's just something that just keeps calling out to me. So again, that is Acrobake. This next fragrance is from Obvious, and this is called Pistache. So this fragrance is a pistachio scent, but not in the way that you may think. So pistachio is here. It gives it a nutty vibe. It gives it a bit of a savory vibe as well. It's not really like a pistachio ice cream type of scent, even though there is a little bit of sweetness to this fragrance. But the pistachio is more so on that savory kind of, I don't want to say salty because it doesn't smell salty, but it gives me those type of nutty, savory type vibes. In addition to the pistachio, this smells musky and woody. And the woodiness that's in here reminds me of molecular scents. I'm not sure if this is a molecular scent, honestly, but that's what it reminds me of. That kind of airy woodiness that you can get in fragrances like Another 13 or like Molecule 01. That type of airy woodiness is what it smells like in here. And then the muskiness is soft and easygoing, but not really powdery. I love this scent. This to me is a very cool girl type of pistachio scent, a very like clean, not offensive type of pistachio, but then you have that still unique pistachio note in it. I love this fragrance. I think it works year round, but I think it really shines in the warm weather because when I'm outside in the heat, this really kind of just blasts off my skin. And so I really enjoyed wearing this past month. I think I wore it maybe like twice. I know that's not saying a lot, but this fragrance I looked at quite a few times and thought about wearing it and just chose not to. And so it counts, okay? So again, that is Pistache from Obvious. This next fragrance is from Diptyque, and this is Eau de Toilette. This is the Eau de Toilette version. So this is a vanilla scent, but it's not your average vanilla scent. This is a very like green, herbaceous type vanilla. I think it's more herbaceous than green, honestly. It smells aromatic. It smells very spa-like to me, but the vanilla is also there. It's not sweet. It's not a sweet vanilla. It's more of a spicy vanilla. Even smells maybe very slightly incensey, but it's all done in this very transparent, airy way, like a very effortless type of scent. This is another one I can wear year round because when it's hotter, I feel like the aromatic nature comes out in this fragrance more. And when it's colder, I feel like the vanilla spiciness comes out a little bit more. But overall, I love this scent. I will say this is not a safe blind buy, especially if you only like gourmand vanillas, because I feel like when people find out this is the vanilla scent, they automatically think they're gonna like it. But I feel like people that like this fragrance love this fragrance, and people that don't like this fragrance hate this fragrance and can't see what anybody sees in it. So I just feel like it's very divisive, and so to me that makes it not a safe blind buy, but I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm almost done with my bottle. And this is actually in a place in my collection where I smelled this quite regularly, and I found myself smelling it a lot over this past month or so. And I've worn it a few times, but more so I've been smelling it, and it just calms me down even just to smell out of the bottle. I love it. It gives me spa type vibes. So again, that is Eau de Toilette from Diptyque. This next fragrance is from Dries Van Noten, and this is Ven Camouflage. Now, I feel like this and Diptyque kind of sit in the same category because they're both like green vanillas. And so I feel like I kind of interchanged them over the past month or so about which one I wanted to wear, but I was definitely in this type of green vanilla mood. This fragrance is very green. Like when you smell it, it is very, very green. So I would say that if you want to try this fragrance, you should definitely spray it on skin. On paper, it smells more green than it does to me on skin. As this fragrance dries down, the vanilla starts coming out, and this vanilla has a little bit more sweetness to it than Eau de Toilette. So this vanilla is not gourmand still, but it does have a bit more sweetness to it, a bit more presence to it. And for the main duration of the fragrance wear, to me, it comes off as a vanilla that has this greenness to it. It has this herbal nature to it. It smells very fresh while still smelling slightly warm. I think this is perfect for spring and summer because it has that vanilla in it, but it doesn't ever feel overpowering because it's also quite green. I love it. Again, not for everybody. I know a lot of people don't like this, but I love this. And it's one of those ones that I loved as soon as I smelled it. Like without even spraying it on skin. I loved it as soon as I smelled it. And then when I sprayed it on skin, I loved it even more. If you like something like Guerlain Angelique Noir, you will probably like this. They're not twins, but they're definitely cousins. So again, that is Ven Camouflage from Dries Van Noten. This next fragrance is from the brand Sphinx, and this is Egyptian Sugar Suare. So this fragrance was actually on my April tray. So not my May tray, it was on my April fragrance tray. And I put it on there because I wasn't quite sure about it. Fast forward to now, and it's one of my most addictive fragrances over the past couple months. So this fragrance is like a strawberry, creamy, coconut milkshake type of fragrance. This is sweet, but I think it's done in a way that still allows it to be worn in hot weather. So initially, I didn't love this fragrance when I first got it because I thought it smelled like way too synthetic. And I have to say the strawberry in here still smells synthetic. But as I have used this fragrance over time, I don't know if it's just matured or if I've just gotten used to it, but it doesn't smell as sharp and synthetic as it did initially. I know I said it smelled kind of like milky, but it's not like extremely milky. It's more like creamy strawberry, and then some coconut in here as well that gives it a slight tropical edge, but to me it more so gives it a different texture. I don't know if that makes sense to you all, but I'm thinking like the meat of the coconut. It gives it that slight tropical lean, but more so giving it that creamy milkiness. It is beautiful. This one to me is fun, it's playful, but I also don't feel like it smells extremely juvenile, especially on the skin. To me, on the skin, this one just seems to work. Like I worn it out when it was really hot outside. It worked. I also really enjoyed wearing this to bed over the past couple months as well. Now, when this was on my fragrance tray, that's when I got to know it and really started to yearn to wear it. But even after it's come off my tray, I never actually put it back on the shelf. I kind of sat it in my collection like at a easy reach place, and I've been smelling it and still wearing it, y'all. So I've really been enjoying this fragrance. I've worn it a lot to bed, but also I think it really still works well for the heat. So again, that is Egyptian Sugar Soiree from Sphinx. And then the last fragrance I have for you is my honorable mention. This one is from Matière Premiere, and this is Parisian Musk. So this fragrance was sent to me from Fragrance Buy a while ago, but I think I didn't haul it until about a month ago. And I think it was like right at a month. And so that's why it's an honorable mention, because those fragrances that I hauled about a month ago, I will link that video for you all. But those fragrances, I actually sat on one tray. And so that way that allowed me to kind of get to know these new fragrances in my collection. And this is one that I have reached for several times. And I have a lot of fragrances on that tray. If you don't believe me, go watch the haul video. I have a lot of fragrances on there, and I have reached it for this one probably about 4 times. So I feel like that's saying a lot. It's a musk fragrance, which whoop-de-doo, right? But it's something different about this fragrance. So the musk in here, it smells clean, but it smells like clean skin. So it doesn't really smell like laundry detergent musk to me. It more so smells just like clean skin. But in addition to that musk, I feel like I'm picking up something green and also something a little bit nutty in this fragrance. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what the notes are for this fragrance at all besides musk. But to me, that makes this smell like a more unique musk. And I feel like in this day and age with all the fragrances that are out, it's hard to find a very unique musk. But this one smells unique to me. It smells very high quality. It smells very smooth. So for me, it feels cozy, but it also smells clean. And so I feel like this would be a great year-round scent. I've worn this to like run errands, like to the grocery store. I've also worn this to bed. I feel like this could be the type of fragrance that would be a signature scent for somebody because it's easygoing, but it's still unique. I don't feel like you're going to walk around smelling a lot of people that smell like you if you reach for something like Parisian Musk. Now, I personally wouldn't wear this on a date because that's just not my vibe. But if you are a signature scent type of person, definitely need to check this out if you like musk. So again, that is Parisian Musk from Matière Premiere. So those were my most addictive fragrances right now. Let me know if you've tried any of these fragrances. What do you think of them? Also, make sure if you are still here, you need to give this video a thumbs up because I had to film this twice. The first time I filmed this, something happened with my memory card and now I'm redoing it, and I hate redoing videos, y'all. I really hate redoing videos. So if you're here and you watch this video, give me a thumbs up. It'll help your girl out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you have that notification bell on, just so you don't miss any videos from me. Also, if you're interested in any of the items that I shared, check out my description box. I will have links and any pertinent discount codes down there as well. I also have links to everywhere else you can find me. So that's my website and my Instagram and TikToks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.